Narrator. Some towns are known for culture, some for history, and some, like Mirzapur, become legends for all the wrong reasons. Mirzapur is a small town in northern India, but its stories echo like gunshots across the entire nation. To American audiences, imagine a place shaped by the brutality of Sons of Anarchy, the generational crime of the Godfather, and the lawlessness of the Wild West, all happening at once. But the show Mirzapur didn't come out of nowhere. Its world is inspired by decades of real crime, real families, real political power, and real violence that shaped the region. Today we go behind the bullets, behind the families, behind the empire, to uncover the complete back-end story of Mirzapur. Chapter 1: The Real Mirzapur, Birthplace of Lawlessness. Narrator. Mirzapur is a real place. Located in Uttar Pradesh, one of India's largest states. A place where crime, politics, caste, and power often intersect violently. But what makes Mirzapur unique? Two things. One, the illegal gun factories. For decades, Mirzapur has been the hub of kata production, handmade pistols. These aren't polished factory weapons. They're quick, dirty, deadly, and cheap. To an American viewer, they're the equivalent of unregistered ghost guns, everywhere, untraceable, and used in both petty crimes and political hits. 2. The carpet industry, a front for something darker. The region is world famous for hand-woven carpets. Beautiful, intricate, artistic. But behind the looms there's another business: smuggling, trafficking, and money laundering. Just like how some U.S. crime families used construction companies or nightclubs as fronts, Mirzapur's criminal circles used carpets. And this is where the Tripathis step in. Chapter 2: The Tripathis, Kings Without Crowns 400700. Narrator. The Tripathi family isn't just a crime family. They're a dynasty. The patriarch Kalin Baya isn't the typical mafia boss we see in American media. He's calm, sophisticated, rarely raises his voice. He treats murder like business, not emotion. His philosophy: power doesn't shout, power whispers. His empire is built on 3 pillars. 1. Weapons manufacturing. His network produces thousands of illegal guns that travel across India. He's the supplier for politicians, gang leaders, and private militias. 2. Political protection. Just like American mob families once owned police precincts, the Tripathis own politicians. They fund elections. In return, laws simply don't apply to them. 3. The fear economy. In Mirzapur, fear is currency. People obey the Tripathis because the alternative is death. But every empire faces a threat. And for the Tripathis, the threat comes from within their own walls. Chapter 3: Munna, the Prince Who Wanted the Throne 700930. Narrator. Every king has an heir. And every heir wants more than the king will give. Munna Tripathi is the fire to Kalin Baya's ice. Violent, emotional, insecure, hungry for respect. He's the kind of character U.S. viewers might compare to Sonny Corleone from The Godfather, Tommy from Peaky Blinders, or a young, impulsive Tony Soprano before therapy. But Munna has a problem. No matter what he does, his father doesn't trust him. He's not ready, not disciplined, not strategic. So he lashes out. He kills impulsively, drinks constantly, and searches for validation through chaos. And this emotional instability becomes the spark that ignites Mirzapur's darkest days. Chapter 4: The Pandy brothers, when the Underdogs join the Mafia 930-1230. Narrator. Enter Guddu and Bablu Pandit. 2 brothers from a regular middle-class family, raised by a strict lawyer father who believes in morality and justice. They aren't criminals. They aren't violent. They aren't power-hungry. But Mirzapur doesn't care about your nature. It only cares about your circumstances. Through a tense series of events, the brothers are recruited by the Tripathi Empire. Bablu Pandit, the mind. Smart, calm, brilliant with numbers and logistics. He begins organizing the gun business like a corporate firm. He increases profits, expands supply chains, and brings order to chaos. Guddu Pandit, the body. a bodybuilder with a simple outlook on life. He believes in loyalty before strategy, strength before cunning, emotion before calculation. Together they become unstoppable. Think of them like a young Walt and Jesse if they were competent from day one, or two Michael Corleones rising under veto together. Their rise threatens the Tripathis more than any rival gang ever has. And Munna takes it personally. Chapter 5: Politics, Power, and the Code of the Streets. Narrator. In the US, crime dramas often show how corruption runs parallel to the justice system. But in Mirzapur, corruption is the justice system. Politicians need muscle. Gangsters need political cover. Police need bribe money. It's a cycle that feeds itself. Kalim Baya navigates this world like a chess master. Every move is strategic. Every relationship calculated. But Guddu and Bablu, they play by their own rules. And that makes them unpredictable and dangerous. As the brothers grow stronger, so do their ambitions. They begin earning loyalty from other gangs. The city starts whispering their names. And in a place like Mirzapur, whispers can become bullets. Munna feels replaced. The crown he desperately wants is slipping from his hands. And that jealousy sets the stage for tragedy. Chapter 6: The Night Everything Changed. Narrator. Every criminal empire has a breaking point. For Mirzapur, it happens during a wedding, a moment meant to symbolize peace, family, and unity. But instead, it becomes the scene of a massacre. Munna, drowning in jealousy and rage, attacks without warning. Bullets fly. Screams echo. Blood paints the floors red. By the time the smoke clears, Bablu Pandit is dead. Guddu is left shattered. Galu, a close friend, is traumatized forever. And an entire generation of conflict is born. This moment isn't just a plot twist. It reshapes everything. Guddu transforms from a loyal worker into a man consumed by revenge. A character comparable to the Punisher, Michael from Sons of Anarchy, a grief-driven John Wick. His journey forward is no longer about power. It's about vengeance. Chapter 7: An Empire Collapses, a Monster Awakens. Narrator. The Tripathi Empire begins to fracture. Kalim Baya loses control of his men. Munna becomes even more unstable. Allies turn into enemies. Enemies turn into opportunists. New mafia families smell blood in the water. Politicians shift loyalties. Police officers choose survival over honor. And in the middle of this chaos stands Guddu. Broken but determined. Wounded but unstoppable. Alone but more dangerous than ever. He becomes a force of nature. A symbol of rebellion. A legend carved out of tragedy. Where the Tripathis ruled through fear, Guddu rules through rage. And so begins a new era. One where Mirzapur becomes a battleground of vendettas, betrayals, and brutal power shifts. Conclusion. Narrator. Mirzapur isn't just a story about crime. It's a story about humans flawed, fragile, furious. It's about power that corrupts, revenge that consumes, and families that destroy themselves from the inside. To a US viewer, Mirzapur is the perfect blend of The Godfather, Breaking Bad, Narcos, Peaky Blinders. Yet it remains uniquely Indian, shaped by its culture, its politics, its history. The back-end story of Mirzapur is a reminder that violence creates power, power creates enemies, and enemies create legends. Thank you for entering